Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rich, and we're back at it with another video. We saw news today about the PS5 Pro. Everybody's seen it at this point. I'm gonna give my thoughts on it, and also just talk about the kind of the timeline for PlayStation is kind of interesting. Anyway, we're gonna get right into it. If you haven't heard already, the PS5 Pro is coming out soon. We heard this a few weeks ago that would be happening very soon. We didn't know when it was going to be though, but we knew via a leak that there was going to be something about a PS5 Slim or a PS5 Pro. And it finally came true. There was a live stream on YouTube on the PlayStation channel this morning. It was only about 9 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. They talked about the graphics, which was the main thing about it was the graphics. It wasn't anything with the disk drive. They don't have one. Or anything like that. It was just all about graphics, improved graphics, and you know, the FPS and bit rate and all that. That's all they really talked about. They just talked about graphics. They didn't really talk about anything else with the console. There was nothing else really to mention for them. And they had footage of The Last of Us and Spider-Man. That's what they used during the video, which may or may not be in the background. I'll see. But, you know, I don't know. We haven't even gotten into the price point yet. So I'm going to start with my big gripe with this situation. Number one, before we get to that, from a general perspective, like me, a casual, I don't think I would buy this. This is not, I'm just trying to uninclude the price point right now. I'm thinking about the perspective of you buying this. You buy it, it's not really that much different. Now, when the PS4 came out, the 4K TV resolution, the 4K TV, you know, what do they call it? 4K TV, the rise of 4K TVs and popularity were really starting to increase around the time we got the PS4 Pro. So it made it kind of better because, you know, better graphics and things of that nature. With this, we don't really have that. We still have 4K TVs, obviously. You know, there's nothing special really with this console. The console design is the same, pretty much just the same design with a black little stripe that goes through it on the one side and the other side. Colorway is the same. They didn't change the colorway. The controller is the same as well. And also, there is no disc drive, which is my biggest complaint with this console outside of the price. Physical media, we know the times we're in with physical media. Older DVDs and things of that nature, CDs with music. You know, the preservation of physical media and you being able to use your physical media is very important. And in this situation, this is just basically a digital PS5. This console does not have a disc drive on it. You have to buy it separately if you want to equip it. That's another 79 to 80 bucks on top of what you're paying potentially for this, because if it would have had a disc drive, that probably would have upped this price probably to about 750, maybe 740. So disc drive, you got to buy it separately. Come on now, dog. Also, the funniest thing about it, on the screen, which with the prices, you don't even get the little stand with the console. That's just so unfortunate. You have to pay $700 for all this improved graphics. Okay, you don't even get the little stand to put the PlayStation on. It's just ridiculous. That's pretty unfortunate. Obviously, Xbox also has their own digital console, the Xbox Series S, I believe. This console's not going to do that well, at least in the general perspective. For people that collect these consoles and do reviews on them, and they're junkies about these kinds of things to see how the graphics have improved and things like that, they're going to buy this. But general population's not going to buy this because there's no CD disc. There's no disc drive for me to put a game in. Although a lot of people like digital stuff, it just doesn't sit right with me without that disc drive. And then, of course, the main thing which we're going to get to is the price point. The price point is $699.99. This is in US dollars. Yeah, no, that's not going to sit right with a lot of people. You often hear about the PS3. when it came out in 06, the price point for that console was $599.99, and it was very crazy at the time. You know, people still talk about that now, and you're going to be seeing that kind of thing with this probably in a few years, even if this console doesn't do well. You know, now you have your PS5, which PS5 Pro, although you could just buy a PS5 or a digital one, because they did have a digital PS5 at the time when they came out a few years ago. You could buy one of those refurbished on eBay, probably for about $350, maybe $340. But $700 is crazy. At that point, you might as well save up another $600, $700. You buy yourself a PC, you get all sorts of things that you can do. You get just so many more abilities and hobbies on the computer if you get that, rather than getting something like this. We didn't even hear statistics about the gigabytes that are going to be on the console. That was not talked about during the live video premiere of the console. We didn't hear about that, so it's probably like something odd like 825 gigs or 880 gigs or some nonsense like that. It's just ridiculous. Honestly, if you're thinking about buying this, you might as well save up another $600, $700, buy a PC, get everything with it, your core, your i9 or i7, and all that stuff. You don't need to buy something like this from a general perspective. You could easily buy a PS5 refurbished. And it's just interesting. We knew that we were going to get one of these way beforehand anyway. I don't think we really needed a PS5 Pro, because the timeline for PlayStation as of right now, in November, is going to mark, I believe, 4 years, 3-4 years, because it came out in 2020. Kind of wild that we're already at the halfway point of the life cycle with the PS5. And then we're going to get the PS6 probably towards the end of the decade, 2028, 2029. And then this console is just going to be there. Like, I don't know what really excites me about it. You know, the graphics are there, but it's just nothing that stands out to me. But it's interesting. We'll see how things go with it. Let me know what you guys think about this PS5 Pro in the comments section. What do you think about the price point? Obviously no, because you could buy a hell of a lot of groceries with $700. You could buy an iPhone for $700. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section. For people that are familiar with me and my channel, I'm not back yet, but hey, we're gonna be coming back with some content for Call of Duty. Black Ops 6 had the beta this past weekend. I got to play the second weekend, which was open to everybody. I got a lot of footage. I got a video on the way later this week. However, there are tropical storm antics in the Gulf right now, so you know, I'm not really locked in on uploading yet. We're not going to see the worst of Francine, or tropical storm Hurricane Francine. It's going to move east of where I am. I am in Lafayette area of the state of Louisiana. It's going to move east of us, so we're going to be on the weaker side of the storm. Once that all happens, which will be Wednesday, this video should be up the same day as the recording, Tuesday, September the 10th. No. We'll try to upload the Call of Duty stuff after Wednesday, so probably Thursday or Friday. And I'm gonna leave a post in the community tab giving my basic thoughts on it, because I was gonna put a video up before the one I'm gonna put up, but I didn't have time to do it. So we'll do all that, and we'll have some footage for the next week, 2 weeks more than likely, camping. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, be sure to make it rain on the like button and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, hit the little bell next to my name so you get notifications when I upload on the channel, and all that good stuff. So thank y'all for watching. We'll be back with Call of Duty later in the week. See y'all in the next one. Peace.